Your degree gets you into the door, but your connections and your ability to build connections decides how far you go. This is something that I've been hearing a lot personally, even before I started working. And now that I'm actually in the workspace, it's something that I realize it's actually true, people. Having good relationships is what's going to take you far. If you listen to most people that are actually doing it at the highest in the corporate world, you'll realize that one, maybe they were not even supposed to be where they are, but because they knew someone who knew someone, they managed to make a way. So people, build connections. You must learn how to build connections, build relationships. That stuff takes you far, man.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes, Hot Take Ebandayo. I think that will be my little ad lib or intro to these videos. So, welcome so much. I am back with another topic, and today I wanted to touch on another is a controversial, but most spoken about, and I think because of the culture that we have in South Africa that's not so positive around corruption, it ends up being labeled quite negatively. So, the topic for today is connections. Like I said, there's a lot of opinions about connections you hear on social media where people express their frustrations with not being able to enter the job market because of what it's perceived that you need to know someone who knows someone in order for you to get a job. It's a reality. We talk about stereotypes. Something becomes a stereotype because there's some truth to it. There is a lot of truth, and that is directly linked to the corrupt nature of our country, unfortunately. I'm going to mention a story when I first started my career. I started out in local municipality during my internship, and for some reason, some people could not believe that I actually got that job because I applied. Some people were very convinced that I knew someone and that's the only reason I got that position. Clearly, I did not because I'm not working there anymore. My contract ended and I had to come to Joburg and look for a job. So I understand where that opinion comes from or that perspective comes from, but you can still get a position from applying. You can still get a position by making sure that you acquire the right skills, get the right qualification, and knock on as many doors as you possibly can. And sometimes it's a luck if you believe in luck, grace if you believe in grace. But for me, I believe it was God's grace how my career sort of took shape. So, what is my opinion on it, really? So, as I've navigated my career, I can definitely say that knowing people helps. Knowing people who are influential, not just holding titles, but people who are influential, who can have certain conversations, who can put you in the right rooms, is very beneficial. And then we talk about networking. But first, let me touch on this. I think that it is really important. Kids go to school, get an education. Not everybody is born with the opportunity to have wealth, born in wealth, so that things are easy for you. Some people, like us, we have to work to at least achieve certain things in our lives. So go to school, get the qualification, something that you enjoy doing. I think we now have a bit more freedom to do things that we love. Study a career path that will bring you fulfillment. I think that's really important. But what I will say, based on my experience and observation in the working world, is that the qualification, does it open the door? The qualification gets you to the door. It opens the door. Okay, let's say education is a key, but your network and your connections help you to navigate once you are inside. And navigating is not just job opportunities, or people taking you to the next level or promotions and all of that. It's also just helping you understand how to navigate work life. It's people who are going to help you mentally prepare for it. We underestimate the energy, we underestimate the bravado and fight that's required for you to succeed in an organization, to succeed in an industry, in the working world. And you need people who are going to ground you. You need sounding boards. You need people who have gone through the same experiences to help you navigate. I definitely think it's important to prioritize building your network. It's not easy, but you can definitely start somewhere. Being able to identify people who have an interest in you, people who are sort of encouraged by seeing you do well. Keep those people close, whether it's just having a conversation with them from time to time so that you can get the guidance and support that you need from them. So, now, as we mentioned in the beginning, we know that we do live in a very corrupt country. We've seen stories of that one young lady, a 22-year-old, who's now the chief of staff in, I forget what portfolio, but that is ridiculous. I personally believe that there is nothing wrong with someone recommending a person who they know they can do the work, they know they have the qualification, they know they have the experience, they have the intel, and they've navigated this space before. So, recommending them for a role is not wrong. It is not wrong. My biggest problem is somebody being put into a position that they have no cooking clue what it is that they're doing. Even worse, if you're not going to take the time to at least brush up on certain concepts or certain themes, certain principles that will sort of give people an indication and comfort that, okay, you at least know what you're doing. Because to be honest, we don't know everything. We need to be exposed to certain things to know it. But, if you're not going to take the time to at least start getting the qualification, to build some credibility for yourself, then for me that's really problematic. But yeah, I don't support bringing someone who will now have to be trained by someone else to do the work that they need to do because they have no idea what it is that they're supposed to do. So let's watch a few videos and then I'll come back with my closing statement.
Many people view networking as cheap self-promotion or as seeking disingenuous alliances. Done poorly, it can be those things. Done well, it offers great benefits, not just for finding a job, but for gaining essential career insights and identifying business opportunities. Here are but a few of the benefits. Exposure to job opportunities and introductions to job influencers. Valuable impressions of your current skills, gaps, and attributes through the eyes of others. Advice on how to advance or effectively maneuver in your current position. Perspective on whether your goals and expectations are even realistic. References and recommendations that support your pursuit of new opportunities.
Random network is not going to change your life, but building your own thing will. The amount of times I've heard the advice, oh, you should be networking, go network in your industry. No, because nobody wants to network with somebody who needs something. Everybody wants to network with somebody who has something. So you should be building. Build your name, build your career so that you have something, because nobody wants to network with someone who needs something. Everybody wants to network with somebody who has something.
So, to close it off, I think it would be very careless for us not to acknowledge the difficulties that a lot of people face. We have high unemployment in South Africa. It's actually ridiculous. It's really ridiculous. And we would be wrong to not acknowledge the fact that people are making it increasingly difficult. There are people who want sexual favors for jobs. There are people who want to be paid in order for them to even look at your CV. So, all of these very unethical behaviors are very prevalent in the job market, and it is extremely, extremely unfortunate. There are too many people who are qualified who are looking for jobs, but I'll definitely say don't be discouraged. Get the qualification. Nobody can take that away from you. So make sure that you do that if you have the opportunity to do so. When you find the opportunity to get employment, I definitely would recommend that you start thinking about the network that you're building for yourself, a network of professionals. And sometimes it doesn't have to be people in your own field, it could be other fields that directly benefit or integrate well with what you're doing, because you never know who can speak to someone who holds a bigger position somewhere else and can get you your next opportunity or can get you into a conference that will directly benefit your skills, your knowledge, and expertise. So I think connections are good. I think networking is really important. prioritize it, the more you advance in your career. Prioritize it, the more you want to take the steps that take you up the corporate ladder that we spoke about. It is a very controversial one, so I'd really like to know what you guys think about it. It is a hot topic. It is a hot topic, especially in South Africa. So do let me know in the comment section what you think. What has been your experience? Have you experienced a barrier in entry when you're trying to apply for work and you find yourself encountering these very unethical acts? Let us know also if you've had a positive experience when it comes to building connections, building networks, and how you've seen that helping you as you advance in your career. But yeah, that is my hot take ebandayo for today, guys. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Let's catch up when we are discussing another very exciting, tantalizing topic all about work. Make sure that you are subscribed, watch the ads, and I will see you guys in my next one.